What is going on, YouTube? Patrick here. Today I'm going to be taking you through the process of getting started on eBay. I seem to get this question quite a bit online, especially on Facebook, of, well, how do I know what items I can sell? How do I know how to list an item? How do I know where to find things? And I figured I could just do my advice today in this video. The first thing that I really want you to think about is not worrying about going to a thrift store, not worrying about going to garage sales, right? Don't go out just expecting to walk through the store and figure out all the items that you can purchase. Instead, I think probably your first step you could do is just source from your home. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to source from my home for some items to sell on eBay. Okay, going into step one. If you haven't already done it, download the eBay app onto your smartphone, right? This is probably my biggest tool that I use all the time for buying, for selling, for looking up comps. That's what I'm going to use whenever I'm out in the wild, maybe even out around my house like we're going to do today. If you don't have a smartphone, that's okay. eBay.com, from any internet-enabled computer, device, what have you, you can get to it. I know some people really enjoy using a tablet instead, so whether that's one of the Amazon tablets or an Apple tablet, there's plenty of them out there, even a bunch of the convertible laptops, right? You can take pictures with them, you can get to eBay, get onto eBay. All right, step two, probably before you even start looking into what items to sell, is now that you've got eBay up, create an account. Doesn't take very long, should take a couple minutes. You might need to put in some banking information. Why is that? Because you're going to have to receive money from eBay, hopefully, when you sell something. If you're going to buy something, they're going to want a credit card mapped to your account for that. And then there's those pesky things called fees. We'll get back to that in a little bit. Okay, so here we are in my home. As you can see behind me here, I've got quite the board game collection. So that's where we're going to start our search today, is board games that we're not interested in keeping in the house anymore. Maybe board games we never even tried or maybe board games we didn't like anymore. All right, so you can see there's tons and tons of board games here. This one in particular, you can see right here, still sealed. This one's been on the shelf for a couple of years. We've never opened it up. I think it's going to be a prime candidate for being listed on eBay. Partially because, if you see down here on the bottom shelf, there are two more of these. So this is an expansion to this game here, Fireball Island. And we've played the base game a few times, but never got into trying the expansions. And you can see right here on my floor, I've got a bunch of games that need to go on these shelves, and there's not a lot of room. So I was already looking to how to get rid of them. So I think these are going to be a great start for our video today. Okay, so we've done our sourcing. Here we go. We've got the Fireball Island expansions right here. We're going to now go through how to get those listed on eBay. So my next step, whenever I'm going to list something on eBay, is to do some research. This is checking comps or what have you. So let's do that now. So what I've done, well, first we'll go here, is write down in my spreadsheet what exactly we want to research. So we've got the 3 different Fireball Islands here, the different expansions. I've set them as condition as new. We don't have to tell if they're working or not, so very easy there. And then there's going to be no cost to us because we've sourced them from our own places. So then if we pull up eBay, let's pull up eBay and put me back on the screen. We're going to search for, oh, I've been doing this a little bit ahead of time, haven't I? All one word. Bees. That one's easy. Easy to type. All right, so there's our search. It only comes up with 8 listings, so that might be good, that could be bad. We're going to go down here on the left and set this condition here to new because it is brand new and sealed. And we're going to see that now we're down to 6 results. It looks like it's going for not the most money here, maybe as much as $15 with free shipping here, maybe $20 free shipping. But this is what people are asking, right? Don't forget, only what people are asking, not what it's actually sold for. If you scroll down a little bit more here, you can see show only, not just completed, but you want to look at sold. So here we go. In the sold area here, you can see that there's a bunch of them in the $20 range, some with free shipping, some without free shipping. There's one that's at $15. This one does not have free shipping, has free returns, which is, right, that's how they get you sometimes. This one actually went for $30 here. And yeah, there's even some more down here where they're the complete sets. You can get several of them together. So that's going to be something we look into. Do we want to lot this up as all three together or sell them individually? So I think right now we're going to consider this worth $20 with free shipping. So then if we go back over to our Excel table here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to make me visible here. And we will just go ahead and put it in there at $20. Now don't forget, like I said, we have to figure out how much shipping is as well. So through the magic of the internet, I'm gonna do the exact same process for the other two. And there we go. Through the magic of movies, now all of them are populated. Again, these are without shipping charges included, right? So this is free shipping. So looks like, you know, maybe as much as $90 with then free shipping. If I were to bundle them up, probably I could get like maybe $75 with free shipping. So in this case, I think we're going to want to list them individually. We'll do one more comp here. I wanted to show you that there was this here that sold for $60 plus shipping. So it's possible we want to put them together. We're going to find out. We're going to go on this venture together. Okay, so here is my photo setup because you guessed it, that is going to be our next thing. So all I've done is I went to the dollar store and I picked up some cardboard and some foam board. That's all this is. Very, very cheap, right? I can replace it whenever I need to. It gets the job done very well. You can see once we put our item here into the picture, I can zoom in. You can just see it's like going to be nice and bright, nice white background, super cheap to do. Anybody can do this. Now that our photo studio is set up, we need to take some pictures. So what I've done is screen shared my phone here, and you can see I'm just going to start taking a couple of these pictures here. You got to be careful with the flash, like especially with some of the poly wrap, right? You're gonna see it back right here. Watch this in a second here. I'm gonna flash myself. Oh yeah, way too bright there. So you can see that's why I'm hitting it at that angle. I also always like to get the barcode to make sure I've done that right. And then we got to do some video editing. So I've opened up the picture and I'm just going to crop it down to where I'm just getting that board game. I'm trying to make sure that it's nice and bright. I'm trying to make sure it's centered in the photo. Right, I'm doing all this from my phone. So instead of investing in any kind of other software, I'm just going to use the included video editing that comes right with the iPhone. So right, I've centered it in there. And then the next step that I want to do is I'm going to brighten it up. So I'm going to go down to the brightness. I'm going to set that all the way up to 100. It's almost imperceptible right here, but you can see it's just nice and bright. Our next step is to gather the weight. So this is my collection of commonly used boxes, right? So I'll buy these in bulk off of eBay, or sometimes, like you can see these boxes, they were probably free with my subscription. You get like a credit quarterly with eBay, but it helps me do this really quickly, right? So probably what I would do is I'm probably going to use that size box right there. That's a 12 by 10 by 3. But to help everybody get started, what's something really easy probably we can do? Check this out here. We've got a cat. Amazon boxes, right? We're probably all ordering Amazon boxes at some point or another, and that can be a really easy way to source some boxes. There's plenty of places around town you could also look at, but for today's example, what you could do, very simply, that could go right in the bottom there, maybe with a little bit of that air bubble stuff, and this box could work really well. So a very easy solution for everybody that they could use. You could also try sourcing them at Walmart, whether you're buying them or asking them for free boxes, right? There's lots of places you could do that. But since, like I said, we're going to be using this box here. All right, now that we've got our box picked out, our next step is to figure out how much it actually weighs. So this is the scale that I use. This is an actual postal scale. I think I got it off of Amazon years and years and years ago. Very easy to use. This is how I just get my quickly weight right here, right? So I'm going to assume it's 13 ounces before I add any packaging. But since we're trying to do this for anybody just to get started, what are some other scales you might be able to use? Well, I've got a human scale, right? To just check your normal body weight. And then this one here is a Weight Watchers kitchen scale. Should do a pretty good job if we do this one. A lot of people have these, very common to find them, maybe a little bit cheaper than the other one. So same kind of process you want to do here. It's set to grams. Let's change that to ounces. And look at that, 13 ounces. The other one said it was 12.8. You're going to get a pretty accurate reading. The hard one here is going to be the human scale, right? Because I'm just pushing on it causes it to come to life, but it's not going to really do a great job of recording. It's going to say, oh yeah, see, even there it says it doesn't have any weight on it right now. For a heavier item, what I had done previously was actually stand on the scale myself with and without the item, and then I could estimate the amount of weight it was going to be. Not the best method to do it, but it will get the job done. I'm back at my laptop now, and what I've done is sent myself the two pictures that I've taken. We can see them here, right? After I've done the editing, brightened it up a little bit. They look pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with these pictures. And what we'll need to do next is go and get them listed. So what I tend to do here is look for, right, we're looking for a similar one. So we got to go back to when we had the bees, hidden tigers and bees. There we go, hidden tiger, crouching tiger, hidden bees. And what I'm going to do is sort it by the highest price. For whatever reason, this one sold for the most money. You might think it's this one up here, but it's actually this one down here. And I'm going to click on sell one like this. For whatever reason, whatever this person did when they created their listing, they were able to command the most money out of everybody we've seen. And that's what we're looking for, right? We're trying to maximize our money on this. So I'm going to make very few changes here, right? I've got a category in my store called board games, so I'm going to set that up. We're going to double check the UPC here, that it is correct, which it is. It's condition new. We're going to add photos. Let's see, right from here, right on my downloads, we're going to add both of those photos. Those are going to start going in. And then you're going to look at the item specifics. And it's going to want to put in a bunch of recommendations here, right? This is not a brand tiger. It is not at all. It's from Restoration Games. So do not fall for this. It's going to be potentially bad. And it is Fireball Island, so we'll add that. I don't know if there's going to be an expansion that we can do here. There isn't, so I'm just going to leave that blank. There's the extension. The extension pack is there. You can put in pretty much any of these different category things you want to do. Probably the most you add, the better it's going to be, because you're going to show up in more searches. I don't know if we can find out really quickly like how many players this is for, but you could definitely add that pretty easily. It's not saying, so we're just going to leave all that blank for now. I may come back in later and add those details in. And then getting to the description, I try to be descriptive without being overly wordy. So I'm really going to quickly just put in something here. Up for sale is an expansion for Fireball Island called Crouching Tiger Hidden Bees! Exclamation point. It is brand new and sealed. Can't type. I don't think I spelled that right. C-R-O-U-C-H. Crouching Tiger Hidden Bees, brand new sealed. And that is it. I mean, I could put in a lot more details here. Some people do. Some people recommend that you do. I think this is enough. We saw that what the prices were going for, right? It even shows you right here, average sold price. So we'll do the same, $19.99. You might want to go, right? We did see that there was one that sold for $30 with free shipping. That's not really what is selling though. So that person may have had a store where they have followers. We're just going to go with the $19.99. I do allow for best offers, but you don't need to. In theory, right, you can see right here, it increases your chance of selling by 3 to 7%. I don't know. I think I get a little bit more because of that, but I'm not really sure. We have one quantity. If we had multiples of this, we could set it as a lot, or we could even sell it individually in just one listing, which is pretty cool. I like to have immediate payment through Buy It Now. That's what we're going to be doing, is a Buy It Now listing, not an auction listing. I prefer those over the auctions unless it's something that I'm really unsure of the price on, and I really want to try and maximize my profits on it. So most of the time I'm just going to do Buy It Now. And with that, I'm going to require immediate payments. That's going to cut down a lot on bad buyers, where they're going to buy it and it's just going to sit there, they're not going to pay, and a week later you're going to still have this item that's not shipped, you don't have any money, and you're just waiting on payment that's not going to come, and then you have to wait another week for eBay to open and close a non-payer case, basically, and you don't want to deal with that. So it's just easier. This is going to discourage a lot of buyers who are just, they're not really sure if they want it. They may even mistakenly have clicked on buy it. I do accept returns, so I'm going to leave this on. I accept returns for up to 60 days. You do not need to. To become qualified for top rated status, I believe you have to offer 30-day returns. And then we're going to get down here to the shipping. Right now it's defaulting to media mail because I set up another listing earlier today that shipped out media mail. This is not media mail. Even though it's a board game, it seems like it might be media, but it is not. If looking up the USPS rules for shipping, it is not media mail. But what we're going to do, I offer calculated shipping on all of mine. You can offer flat rate, you can offer whatever you like. I also offer worldwide, and we're going to come back to that because, right, I told you when we were looking at the boxes, we're going to ship it in a 12 by 9 by 3. So we're just going to simply put these in right here at the bottom, and we know that without any packing materials, it was 13 ounces. I tend to go up by 3 ounces on an item like this. So it's going to be an even pound. Post office will allow up to 15.9 ounces as first class. So we're still going to be able to get away with first class with this, but with a catch. Here's what we're going to show. I'm located in Connecticut, so I always will go down here to the bottom and just say whereabout is the farthest away. Maybe San Francisco, maybe Seattle, depending on the day. And then I'm going to click on calculate shipping. And what we can do here is you can see the rates of what they're going to charge us. And first class is down here. It's going to be showing as $9.90. That's what eBay is going to try and charge the customer for this. However, eBay offers a really good rate depending on what level of seller you are. You may get a little bit different rate. But looking at what it's actually going to cost me, it's only going to cost me $6. So I may end up setting this as flat rate shipping of $6 because otherwise the next cheapest rate is this $8.15. And that's a pretty big difference potentially between you and the next seller, right? We're trying to get someone to pick us over somebody else with the same item. So probably, I think I'm leaning towards this right now, first class, but instead of calculated for this listing, I'm going to offer flat rate. So we're going to set it to flat, and we're going to set it to $6 first class. You can also offer local pickup if you're comfortable with that. For that, I recommend meeting at maybe the local supermarket, somewhere with a lot of lights, where there's going to be lots of people. I meet at my local Starbucks. Or if you're even less comfortable, a lot of police stations in local cities and towns will have a Facebook or a Craigslist like meetup zone where there's cameras and lights. So like, do your research for that. I don't tend to offer local pickup since I'm only doing this part-time. I don't really want to take the time to be going out and meeting people to be selling $10, $20 items like that. I'd rather just send it all out of my home. And like I said, I'm going to offer international shipping. International shipping first class can go up to 4 pounds on. So like we're well under that at 1 pound. And we're getting pretty close here. We have to go back and check our pictures because now they're probably done uploading. Sometimes they will upload in reverse order. So you want to make sure that your hero image is the one that's here to the left. And we can see it's going to be right here. Everything's looking pretty good. So we'll scroll back down here to the bottom. I apologize if that's giving you seasickness. And we're going to do a quick preview. And you can see there's our listing. There's our nice pictures. There's the $19.99. It does have the best offer on, and we can see that it's with shipping first class. Now, one thing that I just caught, like this is why I always do a preview, is we said it was $19.99 with free shipping, but right now I've actually put a shipping with on here as a charge. So I've actually made a mistake in my listing. So now I should go back and correct that. What we had said was it should be free shipping. So instead, we're just going to click that for free shipping. I know it's going to cost me about $6 to ship it. And we're going to just change that back to calculated so that it doesn't mess up any of my future listings. But we're going to leave it as first class and free shipping. We'll come back down. We'll do another preview. It says calculated shipping, but since I've set it to free, we just checked it. We should be good. Let's get it listed. You need to save one more time, so who knows what's going on in the back there. And we can go and look at the item right away. Here's our listing. We can see it's set to $19.99 with free standard shipping. So pretty good. Everything's looking good. We're just about done. Our price, $19.99 minus $6 in shipping. But what I want you guys to remember is that you're going to have to pay some fees to eBay. I'm going to put this link down in the description below. But here's the selling fees for managed payments. I'm on managed payments. I don't really know if you're going to be on managed payments if you start an account today. They've been trying to get everybody on eBay over to that. And I think probably that's going to be the case. But I'm going to scroll down a little bit fast here. And you can see it gives you a good overview of like all the fees you're going to pay. So most categories here are going to be paying this 12.35% on everything. So what that's going to mean is that of the $20 that you sell, because it's going to include shipping, you're going to have to pay 12% on it. So it's going to be a couple dollars, right? Don't forget that if you set it as calculated shipping, that the fees are still going to come out of that shipping as well. So if it was $20 plus $6, you're going to be paying the 12.35% on that full $26. That is what a lot of new sellers do not realize, is that you still have to pay fees on the shipping charges. The reasoning there is that some enterprising individuals, when eBay first started, figured out that if they were only going to be paying fees on the item, they'd set the item fee at 99 cents and then charge $300 for shipping. I know, you got to hustle if you want to make a dollar, but that's a bit crazy. So that's about it for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this, then please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more content like this, please remember to subscribe. And thank you very much.